This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2022 XLR Hyper Lite travel trailer, and the model number is XLT 2815. Okay, so this is not a floor plan video, it's a how-to video, so I'm just going to walk you around the trailer and show you how some of the things work, okay? So you have power stabilizers. One switch here in the rear controls both rear, and then another switch in the front controls both front. You have a power awning with LED strip, 2 outdoor speakers. This is just a TV hookup, a bracket, power, and then a TV signal. Alright, and of course this is for the front stabilizers here. Okay, now you do have 3 cameras on this trailer, so you have the 2 in the front, one on the opposite side, just like this, and then the one in the back for backup. In here, we have a kill switch for the battery, in case you just need to shut it off. And you have a sprayer, a coiled hose with a sprayer. You have some cranks. This one here is for the power tongue jack. So if it ever fails, you can just pull this rubber plug off and put the crank on there and crank it manually. Alright, you have 2 LP tanks that are full with an automatic changeover regulator. You have deep cycle marine battery. There's your other camera there. This is prepped for a generator right here. You can see it's got all the wiring and the gas lines and everything. But here's your cord. It's a 30-foot 50 amp cord, so it's it's obviously heavy duty. We give you this reducer to reduce it down to a 30 amp. You can see right here it's reducing it down. And then we give you another little smaller one to go down to 20 amp, so you can plug it in at home in an emergency. Just remember, you can't run the AC or anything like that off of 20 amp, so, but it still gives you an option. When it comes to your hookups, your city water hookup, which is the most common way to get water to the trailer, is right there. Your fresh water fill is right there, so if you need to, let's say you're camping someplace without city water, you're boondocking, whatever, you can hook the hose up to there and fill up the fresh water tank, and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. So you can, all the plumbing will work as though you have city water. You'll just be pumping out of the fresh water tank. And of course, this is a black tank flush. So after you dump your black tank, you can put the hose at the dump station on there, and then you can flush out your black tank. Just always make sure to leave the valve, the black tank valve open. This is for your that sprayer I showed you. Okay. This is your hookup for your 50 amp cord. This furnace vent there. You have 2 gray tanks and a black tank here. So, like I said, remember that if you're going to use the black tank flush, leave the black tank open before you turn on the water. Your slide room here is an AccuSlide, just in case anybody asks or you need to know. It's an AccuSlide. Okay. These are service panels for the refrigerator. You don't really have to go in there. They're just for service, so keep that in mind. Of course, he's got this locked. But in there is your nozzle and hose for your fuel station. This is where you turn your pump on and off, and there's your gauge. Okay, and there's your fill right there. So, well, when you get here, we'll open that up and you can look at it and check everything out. Same with the door. I'm here working by myself, so I can't hold a camera and open the door, but we'll open it for you when you pick up. And there's your backup camera up there that we talked about. Now the manufacturer states you should inspect the roof every 60 days, so you want to go up on the roof or have somebody go up there and just check things out. Make sure there's no cracking or separation, you know, that's caused by let's say you know, if the sealant is shifting or something shifting or it's drying out, you just give it a quick inspection. You also want to look at the roofing attachments and the roofing material, make sure they weren't damaged by, let's say, low branches or road debris flying up there. The idea is you're just going to inspect just to understand what's happening on your roof so you can be ahead of any problem. So that should be part of your regular maintenance, taking a look at it, okay? If you see something, take care of it immediately. Okay. So, this is your power converter right here. This converts AC to DC power. So, you see you got regular 110 AC circuit breakers here, like you'd see at home, and they're labeled. Then over here you got regular 12 volt DC fuses, and they're all labeled, okay? This is also a battery tender, so it's going to sense how much, as long as you're plugged into shore power, it's going to sense how much energy your battery up front needs, and it'll send, you know, a couple amps to maintain it if it's charged, or 10 amps, whatever it needs. It'll keep your battery charged. Okay. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be green like it is. If it's not, get it serviced. Of course, this is your vacuum here. So the idea is you just sweep the pile of dirt right in front of it, and then you step on the pedal there, and it'll suck all the dirt right in. You don't need a dustpan or anything. It just, you know, it just sucks it right up. So, alrighty. Your keys are hanging here. Okay, so you have a TV right here, and then you have a sound bar. You have a remote for the TV, remote for the sound bar. This has FM radio, no AM. They've been shipping some of them without AM radio these days. I don't know what's going on with that, but it has FM. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. It has a USB port, so you can stream from a USB stick, you know, take all your albums with you or whatever you want to do. It has two speaker zones, A and B. A is inside the trailer, B is outside the trailer. So it does everything you need, and then some. This, like I said, it has Bluetooth. You can stream off the USB plus the radio, so you got several options. Okay, now your microwave works like any other microwave. You do have a 2-speed vent and a light there. When it comes, we're still cleaning. It's going to be a lot cleaner when you get here. I don't know if he's got the gas turned on. We'll find out. But you have 3 knobs in the center here. That's for each burner, and then this one is the sparker. You click it clockwise to spark it, and then this one's for the oven. Let's see if he's got. Yeah, he does. So it's that simple. Now the oven is a little bit different. All the way at the back on the bottom is a pilot light. Let's see if we can see it spark back there. No. But the idea is you're going to go to the picture of the flame, you depress it, you light it, and once the pilot light lights, you're still holding this in, you hold it in for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple, then you can go to whatever temperature you want. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light, so you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Always travel with this cover closed. Okay, your refrigerator is a gas absorption refrigerator. So, we'll start with the controls up here. Sorry about the camera work. So right now it's on auto. This works on either AC power or LP gas. So right now it's on, and it's on auto. Auto electric is what it's called. So the reason it's called that because it automatically seeks out 110 AC. If it can't find it, it'll automatically light on gas, right? Or if you're going for the day, exploring somewhere, and it's a hot day, and soon after you leave, there's a power outage at the campground, it'll sense that, and it'll switch to gas so you don't spoil your food. So that's the most common way to keep it. You can switch it just to gas by going like that, but auto is the most common way. Now, when it comes to the temperature, you have to use this thing called a thermistor, which is right here. Inside, this is just a clip to hold it on. On the end of this cable here is a cylinder, which is the thermistor. The idea is you want it up as high as you can go with it. If it ever comes out, it's not a big deal, it's just a clip. You just put it back in and clip it back on. But you can see by this sticker here, the higher you go with it, the cooler it gets. So generally speaking, you're going to have it up all the way. I mean, if it starts getting cool outside and you have to back it off because it's frosting up, that's fine. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to have it up all the way. Okay, some seating. We're going to go over this when you pick up more, but you see you have you have gates on your ramp and everything, and you can turn it into a patio or fold it all the way down to a ramp. By utilizing the pins in here, you can raise this bunk all the way to the top. You can flatten out these cushions and put them out of the way, right? So you have plenty of room to park your whatever you have, bikes or four-wheelers or whatever. So there's a lot of configurations. You have two tables. If you want, you can also fold this flat so you have two places to sleep, plus this bunk here. You see, these are the pieces for the table, the table legs. So, like I said, there's several configurations. Of course, you have plenty of tie-offs on your floor. Right now, he's running the fan. Here, let me see if there's probably a remote somewhere. Oh, it's right here. But the fan, the lid is automatic, or powered, I should say, and it has 4 speeds, so it's a good fan. I think it's a max air fan. We can just shut it off, and it'll close and shut down itself. There you go. So, okay, so moving back here, I just showed you the remote for the fan. This is your thermostat. It works like any other thermostat. You just poke the mode button, and right now it's gone cool, obviously. If they give you an option, always use for the fan, always put it on auto. That's the best way to run it. Your control panel here, you have lights, right? Your awning, extend and retract. Your slide room here. Your water pump. I told you can pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. This is also used to winterize the trailer. Your water heater is on right now. You have tank heaters in this one, so you have heating pads on all the holding tanks. You turn it on like that. Your fuel pump, there's a master switch right here. The generator controls are here because it's pre-wired. And then of course you have all your levels here. Okay, and they graduate up at 1/3 increments, so it works like most control panels do. Okay, so shower works like any other shower. Make sure you latch it when you're traveling so that it doesn't break. You know, doors slamming together, sometimes they'll break. The sink works like any other sink. You also have a remote controlled fan in here, just like the other one. HDMI, or not, sorry, a GFCI plug here. There's probably 2 of them in this trailer. All the plugs in the trailer are wired through a GFCI, so even the one on the outside. So if you're using something outside, it pops, so you'll reset it in here. Okay, the toilet is like all our travel trailer toilet sits right over a black tank. So the thing is, you can't use it dry. So therefore, when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, of course. You'll come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical in the bowl, then you'll step on the pedal and let a gallon or so of water flow in there along with the chemical. Then it's ready to be used. You can't, if you don't, it's considered using it dry, which you can't do, because if you do that, the smell will be terrible, plus it'll get clogged up. So you always want chemical and water in the black tank before you use it, okay? Alrighty. There's the rest of your vacuum system right there. Okay. Let's see what else we have in here. Just storage under here. You have an emergency escape window here, which works like this. You push it all the way through and then grab hold of the red tab and pull the screen out. You can escape in an emergency. You have, let's see here, the TV backer up there. And there are your controls, or your hookups, I should say, for it. Now, this is something that's just pre-wired for. It has to do, forget the 4G thing. That most people don't care about that. They care about Wi-Fi. And so, if you have a family with a lot of phones and stuff, it's something to look into. You can just scan that tag, and it'll take you to the web page, and you can see what's involved and what costs. Basically, it consists of a box that attaches right here, which is the router, and then an antenna on the roof, which is a Wi-Fi antenna. Therefore, you can get really good public Wi-Fi. You put the password in all your family's phones and tablets, so it logs onto the router automatically. Then when you get to the campground, you'll go to the web page for the router in a browser, and you'll go pick out campground Wi-Fi, let's say, and then you log onto that. It's a really good signal booster, and it's, if you need better Wi-Fi, that would interest you. Okay. All right. Boy, is it hot. All righty. So I think that about covers it. When you pick up, we can go over anything you want, and we can go over the back and the ramp and the patio and whatever you want to do. So, okay. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting your roof. It's good to have a good idea of what's happening up there, just so you can be ahead of any possible problems. You're just protecting your investment. And right now this is in camping mode. There's no antifreeze in it. It's all water. The water heater tank is filled with water, and it's in camping mode, so you're all set. Okay? Make sure you never run the water heater without water in the tank. Okay? Thank you.